Red Night Live with your host, Wolf Brother Mythos and the Freak. And now for the car wreck of a show, the Frost and Fist. We're live!
Alright, what is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Mythos Christian.
And I am Freak, and welcome to the show!
Good to see you guys. Hey, we have one of our newest Chilling Network fam, Superfly, checking in. Good to see you. We've got Brother Kaiju in the chat. We got Brother Dazrock. Oi there.
Oi.
Kaiju with a here in early.
Fix this music. Hang on, it's a little loud. Keep going. I'm just fixing it.
It's all gravy. We got Gamers with Coffee. Greg is here. Good to see you.
Hello there.
Commodore, happy freaking Friday.
Happy freaking Friday. And this is for Kaiju. You just had to do it. Sorry, just had to do it.
You did say whatever. So
I know it. So you did it.
And then, of course, Wardrobe, freaking same to you. Same to you, buddy.
Yours.
While we get ourselves all pretty. Tell those grandmas, it's about time. Tell those grandmas get off you next time.
Like it when you're pretty.
Hey, well, you know, sometimes the Chippendales job is what pays the bills.
Hell yeah. God. Need to pay the monies.
After all, these grandmothers will babysit themselves.
Oh my God. That's right,
Oh man, how are you guys doing tonight? What hobby goodness have you all been up to? What you guys got for a poke chop?
Y'all look sweet out there.
Freak, I know you've actually got some hobby progress.
I have been doing some hobbying. It's a little bit, but you know, still. My eradicator's are coming along just great, actually. They're coming along really beautiful. Because I am getting geared up. I'm trying to get these off of my my hobby table to make room for the war boss. The war boss. Oh, he's going to be just absolutely smashing.
You know what? That's right. Why not go ahead and offend like 90% of our viewers?
Sorry. Maybe. But yeah, that guy right here. We're gonna do it.
Oh yeah, so you've got your Orc Combat Patrol in hand finally.
That's right.
You're officially a greenskin now, baby.
We just gotta get ready for the orc off. We got orc off all over the place. You wait, mate. I'm gonna orc off all over you.
You and Commodore both.
Yeah. Because the gauntlet. Where is it? Why is my gauntlet not going off? Gauntlet. Come on. Freaking gauntlet. It's hard to find a gauntlet nowadays. Ah, there it is. Gauntlet.
Down. See, I threw.
Yeah.
It
Started over here. There you go. The
The
gauntlet.
gauntlet is down.
Gauntlet's down.
The challenge is now.
Challenge is now. Gauntlet.
I challenge you because the gauntlet is down. The gauntlet is so down right now. It's down.
Pig.
See,
Hello.
I'm throwing my brush down because the
Good to
gauntlet
see you.
down. You hear me? It's down. The gauntlet is down. The challenge is now. I'm taking you all out. I'm taking you
gauntlet
all
is
down,
down.
downtown,
Charlie Brown
all
is
around.
going down.
Charlie Brown. The gauntlet is down. You hear me?
Fish,
It's
how you
down.
doing, bud?
You hear me? The gauntlet is down. I'm taking you down. All y'all,
I've missed a
Freak
few
and Mythos and
Big
you
Mike
Wolf.
streams, so I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Superfly is making sandbags, and he says forever and ever. Man, how are you making them? You doing the traditional green stuff sandbags? I know when I did, and I did some to replace some on a diorama I had. And then before that, our brother Atlas had been making a bunch of green stuff sandbags, and man, that takes a long time. You know what? Commodore says he's already done it.
That's okay. It's okay. Hey, you know what? No shame in premature orcation. It's all right. We don't judge.
I don't judge. I have heard, and this is not me judging. I have heard that sometimes when you're orking off, it's not the best to be the first to the finish line. But.
Well, right. I mean, like I said, hey, but it's long as you got there.
The miniatures paintbrush. What is up,
Hi there,
brothers?
What's happening?
Holy crap,
man! Got a great crowd tonight, man. Holy crap!
We do some amazing.
Orking off is about the stamina, Kaiju says. You're right. It's
speaking of stamina. He's using air drying clay, and Superfly said he's made 263 sandbags out of air drying clay so far.
Good night.
It's one hell of a project you're working on, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. Dang, man.
Now, this is a project that sounds like it takes patience.
Yeah.
Brother Rob is working on some non-metallic metal blue steel and also getting frustrated with his cable company. Uh-oh.
Blue steel.
Oh, I imagine that might have something to do with one of the live streams. I know you had some technical difficulty with your signal. Is that
He's been having a problem a long time with that network issue, man. Damn.
It may be because his computer is so powerful; it's just absorbing all the.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. No,
all of the.
No. There's literally an energy vortex when he turns that thing on, and the signal can't keep up. So yeah, you ever been in an MRI?
Yes.
Yeah, that's his machine. He turns it on, and all of a sudden, it just becomes a huge spinning magnet.
Whew. Yeah, I can see that's a frustration, Brother Rob.
Good night. Yeah, they're throttling you.
Oh, so Superfly is doing his first full table of 40K terrain. That sounds awesome.
Very nice.
It sounds like you're going to have kind of a... When I hear that many sandbags on a full table of terrain, I think of people with,
people that keep me down.
Setups,
yep.
And
people I got to shake off because they sandbagging me.
And Krieg style defenses or World War II style defenses or World War One. That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see some pics of that table, man.
Yeah, man.
Shoot me a message so that way I can check it out.
Shoot a message. Do such a message, please.
In fact, Freak, I'm going to pop our Discord so I can take a peek at some of them sandbags. If you want to talk to the beautiful people, we'll grab our Discord link.
So how was everyone's freaking week? Had a good week. Got a great week. Got to do some gaming as well. Got to play some. Okay, so I definitely did some Dead by Daylight. Freaking Mythos. Mythos was like, hey, I'm telling you, if video games were a drug, he would be a severe pusher. I mean, hey, what you doing? You played video games? Here's one. Here's one for free. First one's free. I'm like, oh, okay. So power that sucker on, turn it on, get in there. I'm like, I don't see the... And then it's daylight. Play again. And it's suddenly nighttime. Like Reddit.
Rowan
Reddit. Yes. Oh my gosh. It is a fun game. But I kind of like being the bad guy. I kind of like being the monster, the killer. So just a lot of fun. A video where a drunk Mythos would be a dude standing outside of coaches. Oh my.
They don't cook at night, boys.
Oh man. So I've been playing. Also been playing some Rust. I haven't played Rust in a long time, and I started playing with some friends Matter of fact, Marine, who you'll see every now and then pop up in here. James Meeks, who just, I guess, gave up. I don't know what he's been. Baby, come back. But yeah, we actually got to exploring some areas, and I didn't realize they had them. These are subways. And we actually were able to power up this train. I was telling Mythos, and we were going through the entire subway system, just wrecking face because they got some bad guys in there, and you got to pretty much eliminate them, get their loot, which was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a good kick in the butt.
That's so cool to find a whole freaking train that you can loot, just like a true orc.
Well, it's neat because the what they call them, something dwellers, tunnel dwellers, yeah. And so what they'll do is they'll even barricade. They'll put some barricades on top of the tracks, so you can actually take that train and barrel right through them. I mean, of course, it will cause a little bit of damage to the train, but I mean, it is a lot of fun, man. It's pretty cool. Yes, I am a lot of fun, Steve.
Yeah, I was just saying, Brother Oni says you're a lot of fun, and in fact, we are. Although private dances are $39.95.
That's exactly right.
For the first one,
And no touching.
I mean, yes,
We have to say
no sex in the champagne.
no touch. You know, we have there's a no touch rule. Have to.
Although at our Chippendale stage, you know, they say that we're not quite ready for the champagne room yet. We're more like the Bud Light room. But I mean, you know, it's practically the same, right?
Yeah. He says, I need to get some practice in again. Well, you know what? You are more than welcome at the champagne room, and we'll let you practice all you want. You know, not quite sure. Yeah, your nacho moves are a little bit. So, as long as we don't do the refried beans again,
Oh my God,
that was kind of rough. So let's just stick with
just the nacho cheese.
Just the nacho cheese, you know. Remember, you are lactose intolerant, so we can't have you eating the cheese either, Steve. We don't want to have an incident.
So, dropped our Discord in the comments here. So if anybody's, sounds like a whole bunch of people got some great projects going on, and definitely if you would love to share some of your pictures with us, I'd love to see some of those projects.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh man, so Brother Rob had a good week with his students, exhausting 12-hour days.
Oh my
Totally
goodness.
satisfying.
12 hours. Is that
You know,
satisfying? 12 hours with anybody.
Star went through some pre-SAT stuff earlier this week, so I'm sure there's all kinds of testing for the teachers out there, like TM.
Yeah.
But he says, I'm looking at my orcs like I want to paint them. You know what? I totally recommend it. You know what? Just feel free to take a pause, give up on the Tau for now, and jump on over to the green tie. Oh, God.
All right, we're the Health Inspectors. We heard that there was a gas leak here. No, it's the dancers. Dancers over here.
Misadventures, Mr. Fish. Fish says, just finished painting my first Smash-A-Squig.
Nice.
Now I got to base it out. Felt good to knock out some paint.
Hell yeah, man.
Beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
awesome. By the way, looks like we had a recent follower, or subscriber, whatever. We had the Kiwi Reaper actually follow. That was really nice.
Kiwi Reaper?
Yeah.
Kiwi's back. How about that?
So cool. That's really neat.
Welcome
It's on
back,
Twitch. It's on Twitch. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but still, if you're seeing this in there, that's actually cool. I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're following us on.
I popped
the
into
Twitch.
Darklight Dreamer stream. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Darklight Dreamer is
Oh
back.
yeah.
And instead of doing YouTube Let's Plays, he's doing it on Twitch now. And I jumped in on one of his streams, and Kiwi was there, so I'm sure that she was able to find me that way.
That's neat. That's pretty cool. So I'm ready for him to do some horror since we're in, Halloween mode, I guess. So the moment he starts posting those, I'm gonna be jumping in on that. Nina's actually waiting for him too.
Superfly, these look great. Do you mind if we show these off with our art of the week tonight? we just love sharing people's work, here in the hobby community. And I really, really like the theme that you've got going on. Looks great.
You look great.
Got him. Buffnet. Morning. Good to see you, my brother. You are up mega early, my brother. Mega early. Or you haven't gone to bed yet. Sweet. We will be checking these out in
He said, sure, no problem. Do it.
Do it. So during Art of the Week, often people will put in stuff from the community, Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, whatever that inspires them in the hobby. And sometimes people will put in things that they've done as well. And don't get me wrong, I love the stuff inspired that we find from other people's. But I always love when people submit some of their own work too. Really love seeing stuff that everybody's working on in the community.
He's extremely drunk.
Nice.
All right.
Oh man, we love you too.
Oh yeah. He's one of those. I love all of y'all when he's drunk. That's awesome.
Oh man, I with pancreatitis, I'm not allowed to drink anymore. But Freak will tell you, I'm the guy that once I get to about 4 beers, I want to tell everybody how much I love them.
Yep. Have I told you I love you? I love you. Oh, hey yo, I love you. That's how my brother is. Oh, it's funny as heck. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Hey, I love you. I love. Dude, who are you talking to? There's nobody there. That's a tree. Shut up. I love you, man. It's like, oh god.
I love everybody at every stage, but when drunk, you're all my kids. Nice. Margaritas next level.
Oh man, I can go for a margarita.
Fish says, Mythos, just realized you're the Mythos from Dan Streams. First person to ever say my name right the first time. Much love, my brother. It's an awesome play on phonetics that Fish does with his name. And so, of course, whenever he hops into streams, people struggle for a while trying to figure out. They're like, Yoti, Cody, Giati. But it's an interesting play on phonetics, and it's Mr. Fish. Going to Austin tomorrow.
So it's spelled Ghoti, but it's pronounced fish.
Yep. There's an explanation to it.
I don't know.
I'd rather just let it be confusing.
I'm good. It's funny because I'm reading this and I'm reading his comments. You're the only one who actually pronounced my name right.
There's the phonetic explanation, if you want to see. GH becomes F as in tough or lap. O becomes I as in women. TI becomes SH as in ration, or the word nation. Therefore, you've got fish.
Oh, God. I need a nap.
It's an Adam West reference.
Okay, then I'll say it like him. I need a nap.
Kaiju says, hey, where's that Kaiju guy? He said he'd give me $100 to take off all of Odie says, so I'm going to Austin tomorrow with some friends, and they're keeping me away from alcohol. Have you told them how fun Lit Oni is?
Just cut up the credit card. Don't do the credit card.
Boffnet says, this is why I call everybody dude.
This is true. That's a good thing to do.
It's a good fallback.
It is, absolutely. Dude. It's still a tree. Dude.
Oh, they know. I used to live with them. Oh, I'm sure they know all kinds of fun that Lit Oni is. We could probably get some dirt from them.
Lit Oni, man.
Okay, so hobby progress for me.
Yeah.
I have, just like last week, I've been feeling guilty about how much time I've been sinking into these video games like Dead by Daylight. And so I have been productive this week. I got my Beast Boss on Squigosaur. I got it built this week. I did 2 sub-assemblies. The mount, which comes with the legs on it.
Ooh, I like that color.
Oh yeah, that's actually all of my squigs, even though they turn out bright pink, start this color.
Are you so this is going to be a pinky too?
Yeah, this one's gonna be a pink.
I like that color. I like that color.
Well, maybe I'll make it purple. I don't know. And of course, you can't see any detail because he's all primer black right now, but I've got the top half of the rider separate. I love that Choppa. That is like the coolest looking Choppa in the entire orc ring.
And this is how you know Mythos is a Bushi painter, because he keeps his pinky up when he's painting. You see that? That's how he paints. Yes.
I didn't even realize I was doing that. I finished off and I put this all over social networks, so I know you guys have seen it already. But I finished off my Spanner Boy for my Tank Busters.
Very nice.
I've got the custom Mega Blaster on him on this Spanner, so with my Tank Busters there, this will be a pretty good anti-vehicle unit, I think.
Yeah.
And I think, having one vehicle just dedicated to DACA, so like my Ludus could go in there, my Tank Busters. I think that'd be cool. So I have one truck for my Orc boys to jump up the field and do some close combat stuff. So I have a second truck now. You guys saw it last week when it was all in plastic gray. Got it primed up this week. And so, I can start laying down some of my metallics and rust effects and goth black and white colors. And then I also took the time to prime up this bad boy. My Burn Obama. Man, this thing just looks so cool. I loved it last week when it was gray, but after priming it up last night, it's just even cooler. It's a stealth bomber right now. I might just leave it black and call it the stealth bomber. And then a gift that I unboxed a few weeks ago from Brother D from the Gamecraft Dragon, who is out on his D&D weekend. I primed up 8 of these cute little guys. These are 2nd edition Orc Goth Boys from many moons ago. I got them all primed up, and I've actually got 2 more coming now, so I'll have a full squad of 10. And I figured they'd just be a neat addition to all my Orc boys, have some of the little guys mixed in. So in Orc Lore Freak, the longer an Orc lives and fights and whatnot, the more it fights, the bigger and stronger it gets. So, while it looks kind of funny when you have a current Space Marine next to an old tiny Road Trader Space Marine, because the size difference, right? With Orcs, it really kind of fits into their lore, as the smaller ones are just the less experienced, less battled.
Makes sense.
They've eaten less Wheaties. Version of the Orcs. And so I'll have a whole squad of 10 of those, which will be cool. So I've got several Orc projects on the go, and I'm just now starting this batch of Orc projects, and Orctober ends in like 9 days. So.
Right. Hang on, I gotta make a call real quick.
Right on. All right, I'm gonna check back in with the chat. The Chatteroony. Thought that was no stealth bomber. Yep, so stealthy. And yes, for the last 2 weeks since I got this thing, I have been making all the airplane noises. I think it's like the law when you get one of these. Glorious, I have loads of them orcs on the shelf. Hate orc, but those are brilliant. You hate orcs? How could you possibly hate orcs? I love the those old school. It's funny because I don't have any nostalgia towards the old models because I just got in 5 years ago. But there's a certain charm about the second edition orcs that I think are just brilliant. I always thought that was cool on the orcs getting better, so they're so Saiyan. Yes, exactly. It's crazy because there's nothing really to represent it in the lore now, but in the 30K lore, they have ones that have been battling for so long before they even met Imperials that some of their descriptions, like in one of the White Scar books that the Khan comes across, he's like the size of a mountain, and the Khan goes to fight him. And again, when there's a story where it's where Horus and the Emperor team up to finish off a huge bastion of orcs, and it turns out to be their biggest triumph against the orcs, and it turns out to be the planet wherever the Emperor names Horus War Master. So yeah, again, they had one that was like he was the size of the base, and he just kind of broke out of the ground. It was this massive, giant Sentai style orc that they were fighting. Question: I noticed weathering in models is not really done. How much should I bother with dried pigments and whatnot? It really depends on how much you want to go, my friend. So there's part where especially in a lot of 30K stuff, but if you look under grim dark painting styles, you can look it up on YouTube or Google. Some people go really, really, really heavy with the weathering, and then some people, and admittedly, I'm one of them. I don't really do a whole lot of weathering on a lot of my stuff. I do a little more weathering on my orcs than anything else. But like my Marines are mostly, clean armor, my Space Wolves, my White Scars. I have some weathering on my White Scars just to give a little contrast to the white armor, which I use a little bit of powders and stuff like that for. But I don't go in too heavily. But then some people, if you look up like Spray Black Studios on YouTube, he's one of our Chilling Network members. Spray Black Studios does a really great set of videos on doing a whole bunch of grim dark style, heavily weathered armors and different types of models, a whole bunch of different Space Marines and other kinds. So yeah, he's got a really great series on doing grim dark style and heavily weathered effects. Superfly, if it's war, why so clean? Honestly, for me, it's just vanity. With myself, I figure, if they're that far in the future, I think of like Iron Man, Iron Man in the Marvel movies where he comes in from a mission and he's got his computer to completely disassemble, clean his armor and whatnot, repair it all, and it looks fine. By the next time he goes out. It's just my personal style. I like the armor looking like it is. And of course, a lot of that is just when I got into the hobby, that was just kind of my early route, and it's just kind of something I kept. I don't know, I've made it more my style as I go. I've gone for more the cartoony kind of style, and part of that is because I do a lot of airbrushing, and I like to see the transitions and everything that I do. And I feel like the more I dirty up or grim dark it up, it's harder to see some of those nice transitions the airbrush does. So again, all of that just goes back to my personal flavor. Bafnet says, I love doing my models grimy, not grim dark, but just dirty. Very cool. Yeah, your stuff always looks awesome, Bafnet.
The thing is that when we were reading, when I was reading some of the Horus Heresy books, right, the novels, there were some instances where here you got the actual, Space Marines, cleaning their armor, cleaning their helmets. They really were taking pristine care you know, of their gear, and that's kind of why I do it. It's like, yeah, my Imperial Fists, they're not slobs. They're not gonna go out there and like, oh wait, this stuff is chipped. We gotta get this sucker buff, baby. You know, so they'll run out and go kick some butt and go back and get the buffing machine again. You know, like, so yeah. Oh man.
Kaiju says, is that in the Thousand Suns book? Sounds like that part I'm up to. I honestly don't remember. I'm about 45 books into the Horsehear series, and they're all starting to run together in my head. So, yeah, I have trouble remembering what happens in what book. Depends on the army for weathering. Not a huge amount in showcase GW armies. I'd recommend Grumpy Guy Gaming's Chaos Work though. Grumpy does some great weathering as well. I hang on to Dirty Grimdark like a crutch because I don't paint clean very well. Kaiju, you keep saying that. I think you paint brilliantly. I don't know what you do.
You actually do, man.
Superfly, I suck at painting. That's why I use weathering, trying to get better though. You know, and then I think we all tend to see our own flaws. But looking at that table, you said, man, this looks like you do a great job in the hobby and making things look good. I have really been working on doing some intentional weathering with my orcs. In fact, I think I have an orc picture. If Fish has sent his Smashing Knobs. And actually, I see Superfly has put in some Vallejo pigments. Vallejo pigments I've started using on my white scars. Something that I found to be, in my personal opinion, better than the Vallejo pigments, and they seem to stick better, is Luke's APS, also called Geek Gaming, has a series of ready basing. That's like some of the dirt and stones and whatnot that goes on your base, and there's also like really fine sand and pigments in it that work well. It kind of helps it all blend together, and it's a ready base material where you just kind of put some glue down on your bases, you know, dip it into this ready basing material. Okay, you love Luke stuff, yeah, and that, because it's got that fine grade sand and pigment in it, is perfect for weathering to me. I in fact have, because I have some of his red Martian sand stuff, I've stopped using my Vallejo pigments and just started using Luke stuff for powder weathering. I agree with you. Luke stuff is great. Fish, my man. Is that tiger stripes on your Smash a Squig? I love it. We definitely gonna be looking. Are you okay if we put it up in Art of the Week? Man, great job. I'm over here gushing and nobody else can see. Yes, Luke stuff is so good. Looks like we got a taco night from Mini Warmutt.
Oh, look at that. Tacos.
Warmutt says, no, Kaiju does suck at paintings.
Wow.
Oh, man. Warmutt in with the burns.
Wow.
Marine, hope you all have a great
Hey!
Friday.
What's up, Homer? Just talking about you.
Have you seen the AK Terrain line of basing texture paint? I think, and I could be wrong here, but I think TMP has used some of that, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm not always correct, but I think I've seen Rob use some of that stuff before.
Yeah, Marina was just telling everybody about our adventures on Rust last night, man. That was a lot of fun.
So Freak, I have an admission about how much time I've been spending on Dead by Daylight.
You don't have to admit it to me. I see it all the time.
So everybody starts in ash tier, and there's ash, then bronze, then silver, then gold, then iridescent, right? I would rather stay in the low tiers because I've been doing pretty well. I've been playing for only 2 weeks. I've accidentally worked my way up to silver tier already. I don't want I don't want to be silver.
So what you're saying is that you're extra.
I'm being a little extra. I really got to get a move on with the bugs. I bought Weather Pig's old Tyranids, and I'm pretty sure I'd be around 3K points at the moment. Nice. Got to watch Dune tonight on HBO Max, so hurry up with the show. We're getting. I love AK Interactive for Rust. He's using Commodore's using the terrain mix. It's great, very nice. So far for terrain basing, I use Luke's stuff on some projects. I have Vallejo effects on some projects. I haven't tried the AK stuff, but I think whenever I need to move on to another basing project, that'll probably be what I try next. I accidentally kept playing it at a higher tier. It's not that I accidentally kept playing Gaiju. I've been loving the heck out of play. I just haven't intended to hit a higher tier because I'm worried that, I'm going to be put against better players and start getting, raffle stomped. Ah, yes, that's what I remembered. The AK Sand. Master of the old school. Bophnut says, for basing, you can't get better than Flock and Goblin Green. Keeping it old school. Or as Will Smith would say, a wicka, 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 old school. Greatest for the grimdark war-torn universe. All right, so Freak, you want to look at a couple of articles? You want to jump straight into Art of the Week? What you want?
No, totally up to you, man. Whatever you want to
do. Mythos only wants to play against new players so he can crush them. That's not what I said.
That's exactly what it is.
Don't get it twisted, Commodore.
Nothing twisting.
I'm worried about getting crushed.
No, you ought to see him. You ought to see him. He is absolutely ruthless, especially with noobs. You're going on a hook, mate.
Going on a hook, mate.
They just started playing. They're 10 years old.
I just started playing. I've only been in 2 weeks.
Oh, try to justify it.
That's why I'm worried about going into the deep end of the pool. I got matched up against a couple people in iridescent, in the iridescent tier yesterday, and man, it was such a crush. Stop your crying! Get back here! Meet those. You can hear them crying. Please, just leave me alone. You're going on a hook, mate. Meet the season new player and his eyes roll back like a great white shark. Oh man, it really is a fun game. I'm gonna have to record,
for Mythos.
I'm gonna have to record a little bit of footage so you guys can see how cool this game is. But also, I showed Freak, and now he insists I hunt people down with no mercy, which is not true. I get stomped all the time. But I also get 4Ks quite a bit, so it balances out. I think one of the things that keeps it addictive is that so a lot of games have what's called an elo system, right? Where it kind of keeps the more you play and the better you get, it keeps putting you up against other people who are good. So that way you're never quite just stomping everyone. It constantly keeps you around your skill level. Unfortunately, though, is in some games that, like League of Legends is famous for it. I feel like Overwatch is one of those, is that it is easier to keep climbing and not so easy to come back down when you start taking losses and stuff like that. And so what happens is you could accidentally get your up into what's called ELO hell, where you get yourself into a bracket where they've put you up against too tough of people and you can't get any wins anymore. And, you've basically painted yourself into a corner. But what happens with Dead by Daylight is they reset the tiers, I think every 30 days or so. And so that way people got to go back and re-earn their spots in the higher ELOs. So that way, if you get rusty for some reason, you stop playing for a while, or, there's no more painting yourself in a corner. It's you work your way into a high tier, and then you got to work your way into a high tier again. I don't always hunt them down with no mercy. Sometimes I toy with them, letting them think they're about to get away.
He does that.
Okay, so Freak was a little judgy, and my wife called me a little bit of a troll today because one of my moves, that I take from a streamer I like, Rowan, from Viva La Dirt League, he does this thing where if you kill everybody else on the map, the last survivor has what's called a hatch spawn, an escape hatch spawn. So that way they don't have to unlock the gates to get out. They can just jump in this escape hatch. If the killer gets to it first, you can shut the hatch and they have to go through the exit gates. But the problem with that is if you just close the hatch, you don't know where they are. They might be right next to the exit gates and they can book it before you get there. So something I do tactically, not to be trolly or toy with them, is sometimes I will find the hatch first and stand on it until the survivor shows up to try and exit through the escape hatch. And then I'll shut it right in their face, and then they can't get away because I'm right there. And then I hunt them down and put them on a hook. So they thought they had a chance at survival, but I ended up putting them on a hook anyways.
That's just some straight up evil shit right there.
Now, Freak and my wife say this is really trolly, but it's tactical. They can't get away from me if I'm right there when the hatch closes. Tactical.
So wholesome.
You're going on a hook, mate. Mitos, no soup for you. Come back 1 year. Viva La Dirt League is amazing. They have honestly become one of my favorite YouTube channels of all time.
Because, ours suck.
No character call is waiting until you close in and use the rocket launcher. Heinrich, my brother, hops in just in time to say, yo, that is some hate right there.
Right? Right? That's what I'm saying.
And Lupus says, yep, that's some evil shit.
Yep.
Lupus, good morning, my friend. I saw you pop in a little earlier, and there's just so many comments, but good morning, my brother, for us. And good morning, brother Heinrich. So good to see you. Guys, I'm not doing it to be trolly. I'm being
crap.
Tactical.
Evil SOB.
Evil SOB. I'm not evil SOB. I'm just being tactical.
That's what we're saying. Okay. They call it being tactical. These poor kids are crying.
So Freak has been killing lately. He says his favorite killer is the Trapper.
Yeah.
Freak, what do you like about the Trapper?
Well, I think because he's my first, and I'm just trying to build him out.
You like the familiarity of
the
tutorial character?
I'm trying to just get him up to a point to where I'm pretty happy with him. I'm liking his mechanics, and eventually I'll move on. But I want to get him up and running. That way I have a good choice of well built out, killers. So just kind of So I'm just kind of building them out as I go. Starting out with the first one because I really like him. I love his speed. Some of these others are kind of slow. But the Trapper's pretty fast, you know. For the most part, he's pretty fast. I love that he can lay traps down, and you know he can get additional buffs for his traps. Oh yeah, and I love it, man. All of a sudden you hear the event, and there's somebody fell in one of your traps, and you're like, oh yes. And there's nothing greater, nothing feels better than you going, getting closer and closer, and they're just struggling to get out of your trap. You're like, just let me savor the moment. I'm going to enjoy slicing you up. So yeah, because that's not evil. I don't play evil. I play for fun. Mythos is evil.
I'm not evil.
So anyway, I go in there and of course pull them off the trap, and then I just very gently, gingerly place them on the hook. They scream still the same, but it's okay.
Trapper, does he make people squeal like a pig? They all do, really. Miniatures Paintbrush says, I finally finished Dragon Quest XI. It only took 175 hours.
Oh, dang.
The same amount of time it takes for him to paint a competition mini. Well, congrats. I bet, was it a great story? Did you enjoy it? It's not being evil, it's being a predator. That's right. When I'm in Dead by Daylight, I'm just being an apex predator like Randy Orton. So my main killers lately have been Pinhead, as I mentioned last week. But this week, one of the things my lovely wife Lily got me on our anniversary got me the Pyramid Head pack for Silent Hill. So I've got Pyramid Head to try out, and Nemesis from Resident Evil.
Ooh. And
the Resident Evil character has been really, really fun to play. He's got a lot of cool abilities, like he's got, the tentacle whip like he's got in the Resident Evil game. And the more you cause mutations in the players, the more buffs you get. Like when you get your mutations up to level 2, he can whip through pallets. So as people are trying to slam down pallets to stun you and knock you down, you just kind of whip right through them and keep going.
That's cool.
You can, if you time it right, you can actually whip over tables, over pallets.
Can you nay? What? Well, you were saying you were whipped. I don't know if you can nay.
And and so it's pretty cool. People, you should see like the stun reaction sometimes you get when people are like, throwing a pallet at you, and you just kind of whip through it instead of like being stunned. Fish says, I love Dead by Daylight, but I'm super bad at it. Oh man, maybe we can get into game sometime.
So he can gloat and murder you. Don't do it. It's a trap.
Or we can get a group of us and we can all rotate who gets to be the killer.
That is fun, by the way. I ain't gonna lie. You think Mythos is a bat? No.
Oh.
Try playing with Lily.
Yeah. Oh man.
She's scary. She's freaking scary. She will make you want to go to church the next day.
Oh man, and I squeal. We did a couple of test games, myself, freaking Lily, and man. So I don't usually do the survivor thing, but when I do, man, she made me squeal a few times. She's so good at just showing up out of nowhere. It's awesome.
She does.
It's like, is this what I do to people?
And all of a sudden, you hear in the background, what the hell was that? That was me. That was me. Okay, Mythos.
It is, in fact, cross-compatible. So, yeah, that'll be cool. And a couple other things Lily got me for our anniversary. One of them, some of you know in the chat, I've mentioned a few times before, I like bougie coffees, and I like trying different kinds of celebrity blends too. Some of the celebrity blends that I've tried before have been like Jacksepticeye's Brew, which is one of my favorites by far. Actually, I think that one's my actual favorite. I've tried Cesaro from WWE. He's got a good blend. And also, now she got me Hugh Jackman's blend. So I'm drinking Wolverine's coffee. So it's been pretty awesome. And I'm really liking that. That one tastes very similar to Top of the Morning, Jacksepticeye's blend, except not quite as strong, but just as smooth. I'll creep on you later to become real friends. Awesome. So yeah, Wolverine's Hugh Jackman's is called Laughing Man Coffee. It's very good. Like I said, very smooth. But whereas Top of the Morning is like a dark roast blend, this is like a medium kind of breakfast blend, but with that same smoothness. So it's really, really good. And one other thing, Freak, talk to the beautiful people 1 second.
Beautiful people, 1 second. Where's he going? Where you go? Just does that. He just. So yeah, right now I'm actually trying to finish off these eradicators while he's very yammering. So right now I'm kind of laying down some of the white to go for my leathers. So I'm about to do my leathers. Yeah, I mean these are almost done. I'm pretty stoked about it. Almost done with these things. Then I'll have to do the wash. I got to do the paint the face and the head on one guy, and it should be pretty much done. I can start doing the orc stuff. So something that I was thinking about, I was out talking to Mythos, and I like yellow. I like yellowish orange. I'm thinking, you know what? I think I am probably going to paint my orcs a yellowish color. You know, why not? So that's kind of what I have in mind. So it's going to be pretty interesting. So try to, and it will definitely be better than commies. I'm just saying.
The smack talk continues.
No, that's not smack talk. If it's true. Huh?
Ooh.
What?
Are eradicators worth the aggro? Or do you mean as in the way they get focus fired when people know how bad they are? Because I can tell you that they are very effective with like Freak rolled and went first in our last game, and he managed to blow up my Bonebreaker battle wagon.
They wreck some face
Without having to use their double tap ability. So it's definitely one of those things that if you get to go first, they are definitely worth the damage. And with the toughness 5, 3 wounds, they can actually take quite a bit of damage too. I tried taking them out quickly. It took a little more work than I was hoping to take them out. Kami says, yeah, keep talking, because that's all you're doing right now. Brother Roxas says, yo, what up, baby? Good to see you, my brother. Commodore fires back, says, keep talking, because that's all you're doing right now, freak.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. It's called foreplay.
Oh, yeah. So one other thing Lily got me is I'm a huge fan of Dragon Age. Dragon Age is one of my top 3 favorite video games of all time, especially Origins. Origins is my favorite. Inquisition is great as well. And she knows that the Grey Wardens are my favorite aspect of Dragon Age, and that I've recently been getting back into D&D and really been enjoying it. And so she saw something cool and got it for me. It comes in a cool leather bound case, and then you undo it kind of like one of those old school maps. Undo the leather straps and check this out. That is a cool leather dice mat with suede on the inside. It's got the Grey Warden logo right there, front and center.
Nice.
And on the side of it is a pouch, a zip-up pouch, and it comes with a set of D&D dice, and they are these awesome metal dice, and you know I love metal dice. And the 20 is, again, the Grey Warden logo. So, super cool. Really pleased with that. And I think I'm going to use this thing for everything. You know, it's like not even D&D. It's like we'll be at a 40K game, flip, out comes the leather dice mat.
So you went back with metal, huh?
I mean, those are D&D dice. They're not 40K dice. So I have taken out the metal dice for the next time you have a game over here, though, just because I was rolling. I was digging through some of my hobby drawers and I saw them, and I'm like, oh man! And I got to roll in them, and it just brought back some of the nostalgia of playing at the hobby shop nearby. Focusing on eradicators, that means a bunch of fire taken off from other units too, yeah? Indeed. Although, understandably though, typically you don't want an expensive unit being the one taking the focus fire. Yeah. So I definitely understand that. But like I said, the 5 wound, or the toughness 5 and 3 wounds, they were actually take more firepower than, not that my orcs are a super shooty army to begin with, but they were actually able to take a decent amount of firepower. Plus, Freak had his chief apothecary close by. Yeah. And so there was a couple of times in a row where I focused all my shooting, took out one. Well, not all my shooting. Like I said, my orcs don't have a ton of firepower. But I focused what shooting I had, took out one, he rezzed it the next round, took out one, rezzed it the next round, until I finally managed to close in, close combat where I can do the bulk of my damage. So y'all need to get on board with Icarus. It's a beta survival game at the moment, but full release in a few weeks, and it is amazing. Well, Freak does love a good survival game.
Yeah, I do 7 Days to Die and Rust. So those are my go-to.
I mentioned that I'm pulling out my my dice mat for everything. Commodore says Mythos gets pulled over. License and registration, please. Pulls out the leather pouch. Oh shit! Is that Grey Warden's? Mythos, right?
Right.
Yeah, that is good for the Marine player, Kaiju. But with the Chief Apothecary, it does leave some ability to tank through a lot of that damage. Plus, the Apothecary also gave him a Feel No Pain, so it really helped them tank through a lot of that damage. And man, he was rolling hot for his Feel No Pain. I was like, finally, Freak, I did some damage. You're like, I want to take one of those wounds. I'm like, God dang it. All right, so we only have like 2 articles to go through.
Hang on a second. Sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Bear with me.
It's all gravy, baby.
Oh God, come
on. So Icarus beta survival game. Let me take a look at that. Icarus beta survive. Guide for Icarus. Beta Icarus. Some people are saying it's the best survival game of 2021. Freakalicious. Very cool. Exit a landing pod, immediately start to run west. There we go. Very nice. All right, guys. So, some of the things we got coming up. In November, I am going back to painting some Space Marines and some things that I've got left on my desk. I have the Space Wolf Reavers that I've started. I've got my White Scars, some Blade Guard, and some Centurions that I need to do. And sometime before the end of the year, I want to get around to painting my Ragnar. I'm not sure what I'm going to do first. I think I want to do some more Space Wolf stuff before I just jump straight back into Ragnar. But something that I've got that's going to be a little bit of a treat is I have the new sculpt for Ragnar. And if I can reach it, there we go. I've got the classic Ragnar too. And so I think I'm going to paint both of them up back to back. So that's going to be interesting. Ooh, got him.
But they didn't hear that. All right, I started on my leathers. Just pretty cool.
Very nice. Very nice. Those babies look like they're getting close.
Yeah, they're getting there. I still have to do, like, on my sergeant, I need to start painting the face and getting them all squared up, and then I need to do some washing. They're just about done, man. So, pretty stoked. Can't wait. They definitely earned their colors, man.
Commodore says, dude, it's no Vulture November. Oh, man. I don't know if I can do that. I haven't painted Space Marines in a while. I've been so focused on Orcs. I feel like I gotta paint some Vultures. He started on his leathers. That's what she said. You know, down at Chippendales, we actually have a leather kink Wednesdays. So, you know, you can come check out the show there. And yes, Freaks Chaps are assless.
Yes.
So, just in case anyone was wondering.
It gets pretty chilly, y'all. I know.
Icarus is amazing. So much like life is futile, but in a space world. Beta weekend this weekend. Such a great game. Texas is so wild. It's nearly 4 a.m. Been drinking for 13 hours, so you need to pass out in a bit.
Oh
Love to all. Big loves back at you, Boffman, man. Thank you so much for spending part of your morning
Absolutely.
with us. Get some good sleep.
Get some knockout rest.
Real men magnetize their orc battle wagon. I'm not a real man. I did magnetize because got so focused on my conversion, turned to get into the party bus that
You're not a real man.
So I'm not a real man.
I think you're a real man. I know.
All right, we got a couple articles for everyone
Articles.
today.
Oh yeah. Do.
The Grim Knight who burns the bones of his dead pals to nullify enemy prayers. That is grim indeed.
Wow, it's kind of mytho-ish, you know. Very mytho-ish on Dead by Daylight. And said the heavens part, and the thunder-strike-clad warriors of the Stormcast Eternals plunge into pre-orders this week. Why? Led by the lightning-wreathed bastion, Cathalos, the Vanquishers, Vigilors, and Vindictors are coming to and hopefully conquering a battlefield near you. So yeah, they're on their way. Ta-da.
Sounds like a Kentucky pasture. Interesting. I love that mace.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That mace is so cool.
Indeed.
That really looks like it could bash some heads in.
Uh-huh.
What's interesting about that incense burner is that it looks like a skull
Wearing a hat.
wearing one of those little World War II
Yep.
helmets.
Yep. A bunch of bullet holes.
I
Yeah.
have to go get my son from work. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Greg, my man, it's so good to talk to you. You have a great night.
Take care,
as well.
bud.
That's what I try to do when I burn brushes in Art of the Week, but Elston skills still persist. Toughness 5 definitely makes orcs a whole lot more resilient. It really does. And I definitely got to see that in my last game, in my last few games. It definitely helped them stay on the field longer. Those are some really, really cool armor details. I can't unsee the military helmet in the Ensign's version.
Yeah, the Doughboy.
Yeah, I'll have to paint that different.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a dead Doughboy.
Yeah. Maybe snip off the top of the helmet there and make it more.
You could probably
replace it with like a flame.
Yeah, or just grind it down, you know, and just
yeah,
make it even. Yeah, it does look kind of hokey in it.
Oh, look, it's in my colors.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Look at that. Got some anvils of Heldenhammer. Or whatever.
So
it's funny, I can never remember the name of my faction. It looks really good in my colors, though.
I was gonna say, even the incense burner, that doesn't look as bad as, I don't know, this. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It looks.
I think where the top one has the white skull.
Yeah.
It really kind of gives it, I don't know, more that it really kind of gives it that look.
Yeah.
Yeah, but them doing the more bone color down here makes
Right.
it look more like, you know, a relic.
Right. Definitely.
Less personified.
Right.
I'd still grind down the top though.
The relic sensor, each time a friendly Stormcast Eternals unit wholly within 12 inches of this unit is affected by a prayer or the ability of an invocation, you can roll a dice. On a 4 up, ignore the effect of that prayer or the effects of that invocation's ability on that unit.
Interesting. So it's like how a sorcerer or psyker can roll to nullify somebody else's spell, right? In 40K, you got the psychers that can, you know, nullify somebody else's psychic abilities. In Age of Sigmar, you have the sorcerers that can nullify other sorcerers' abilities.
Right.
But these are for prayers. It's like having that same negating ability, but with prayers for your chaplains. I stopped burning brushers. Brother Thomas says the smell lingers for days.
Okay.
Well, we definitely have some good brush burning material tonight, Brother Thomas. Deck the halls with these
Plushies.
Yep.
Plushies.
I love the squig. I've been saying for a while now, like, I kind of would like to have a squig. And this, you know, they come out with this squig plushie with reindeer
Says
antlers.
only the
It's
psycho.
cute. It's cute. Me and this pet here, we could put people on hooks together.
Jeez.
A space marine and a chaos marine smoking.
Right.
That's pretty cool. Now imagine if they came out with a yellow one for the fists.
Oh. Hold me back. Shut up and take my money. Wig.
That's pretty cool.
Freaking cool. Yeah.
I like that these last couple years, like they always seem to do around Christmas, you know, the big army boxes for the discounted prices. But this year, like last year, they did the Advent calendar, and this year they're doing this. It seems like these last couple of years, you know, they're doing more stuff for the holiday season than just stocking, you know, the battle boxes. So that's pretty cool. Oh my God, chaos stocking for all the skulls in the school club.
Oh God.
Yeah, you can load up that red stocking with all the skulls and coal that you want. And that's it, guys. Not a lot of news tonight, but we've got quite a bit of art of the week. And hopefully that makes up for it. Especially, like I said, I love the inspiring stuff that you guys send. But when people send their work and just sharing their hobby love with us, that's always my favorite thing. Freak, we got some love in the chat for the beta Icarus of that new survival game coming out this weekend.
Okay.
And it says you exit a landing pod, so it sounds like a futuristic kind of deal.
Nice.
And basically, you exit a landing pod, and you basically start your survival experience that way on an alien planet.
Okay.
Sounds pretty cool.
It does indeed.
Uniquely based PvE survival game for up to 8 co-op players, set on an Earth-like failed terraformed planet. Opening up development of its upcoming survival game, episode 1, making rings. That's cool. So it's like Earth-like, but it, you know, the terraforming failed a little bit. So I guess you got your alien stuff and mutations along the way.
Nice.
I dig it. All right. I know we usually start at the top of Art of the Week, although the community submissions are at the bottom if you'd like to start there.
Yeah.
You can look at some of this cool stuff the community has submitted. And if anyone else wants to send in some of their stuff for Art of the Week, like I said, I love when you guys send some of that stuff in. So you can hit me up on Messenger, on Discord, on Instagrams. Send it to me and I'll throw it in the show. Within reason, of course.
I will do that one. All right. So you said you want to go to the very bottom?
Yeah. Fish says, I want the Christmas squig something fierce. I want to get it in the Diet Pink.
Okay.
Like my squigs.
Okay. Let's see.
So this is where Superfly said he was making a whole table of terrain. Look at all them sandbags. Just cranking them out.
Wow. That's a lot of sandbags. And that's clay?
Air drying clay.
Oh.
Love the colors you got down for this table, too. Very gives me Avatar vibes. Oh man, I've been doing over 260 sandbags. Has taken a ton of patience.
Oh, that's cool.
All these vibrant colors and all this floor, definitely I bet it's going to make for a very, what's the word? Cinematic experience on the battlefield too. That is so cool. Looking good, Superfly.
Yeah, that's a lot of bags.
A lot of bags. I want to see some guardsmen, you know, sitting behind all these sandbags. Incoming! I like the little ladder up to the next level of defense. It'd be cool to see like some gun emplacements like over top of some of these sandbags.
Oh yeah.
It'd be real cool. Dude, check out the tiger stripes on this squig here.
That is insane.
That is cool. And he's wearing purple, the stealthiest of colors.
Yes. They can't see me. So cool.
I've never seen a purple orc. Have you ever seen a purple orc? No, I guess I have.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, man.
Yeah, I love the tiger striping. You know what I have to say about this fish? I think your tiger stripes on this squig, they're great.
God. Oh, my God. Boo! Oh, that hurt my head.
That's awesome. I love it. Any camo tutorials? Camo is not something either of us have messed with before. Unfortunately.
That is unique.
Kaiser says our own cereal could be Stay Frosties.
Oh, jeez. Hits keep on coming.
That's so awesome, Fish. I love it.
Oh.
Marine, oh God. Nice work on the face too, man. He's looking fierce.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Even painted the wound.
Yeah, that actually really does look fleshy underneath.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Oh, I know who that is.
Roxy the Riveter.
Damn. Well, those aren't her tracks, are they?
This is a 3D printed tank. I want to say from Gear Guts.
Oh. That's pretty hot.
It's amazing. Apparently, she pulled an all-nighter last night, painted this up.
Wow. Oh, let's zoom in a little bit here.
Oh yeah, we do have some new people here tonight. So often, just for the new folks, often we have an after party after our Friday night streams, which usually end around 11 Central Time. And typically we'll take a quick bio and then we'll throw out links to a Zoom call. And some of us get together after the show to do a hobby painting session, all hanging out after the show. So if any of you are interested, I'll start throwing out links on Discord and Facebook Messenger. And I usually put it up in like the IDICBeer Wargamers Unification group shortly after the show. And Commodore there says he'll show you how he does his camo if you like during the after show. This is
Wow.
we looked at one of these painted last week by Pale Orc, which is awesome. This is that new Mark III from Gear Guts that is actually like a good head and a half taller than Gaz. So it's like a Gaz plus.
This is insane.
So if you wanted a beefier Gaz, Gear Guts might be the way for you.
Yeah, she won Orc off. She won. No need to even bother painting it. Cellophane's gonna stay in the box.
Now,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is this actually is a good time to ask. So, you know, you and I have definitely talked a lot about some of these independent orc models versus the actual GW model. What do you like better? Do you like this big beefy boy, or Gaz is a pretty thick boy for a GW model too?
Right. This one looks pretty freaking sweet, man.
He's massive, chunky for sure.
I mean, it kind of fits with the whole idea that he's kind of like I don't know, he's definitely the mega war boss. You know what I mean? The mega leader.
Oh yeah.
There's no question, you know. Damn,
Agreed.
that is so cool. I gotta give it to her, man. She's a phenomenal painter. God,
She is. She really is.
very talented.
I really like that red cybernetic eye. It really stands out real well.
Yeah.
And I love the blood coming down the jaw because it's tastefully done.
Yes.
You know, it's not like overly
Yeah.
crazily done. I like it. It's like just right.
See, I love this work, but you know how we always say, the job should always tell a story. And I swear, I'm looking at it, and he looks like he lost his puppy. Where's my dog go? Muffy? Have you seen Muffy? I mean, he looks really depressed.
Those are questions Ragnar asked in 9th edition.
Yeah. Where's Muffy? Have y'all seen Muffy?
Too soon.
God.
This is brilliantly done. I love the hint of blue coming out of the snow.
Oh, yeah.
Like that subtle blue icy tone. Love the claws.
It's better than yellow, because yellow snow is not good.
Yellow is not the ideal snow.
Yeah. Look at that.
So this is on the account if you go over to Instagram, Bjorn's Berserkers. However, I think in the bottom he tags.
I'd love for him to have drilled out his storm bolter, but
I didn't notice that. That's a catch.
Yeah,
that is a catch. He tags Blightforge on Instagram as the original artist. So another epic Wolf Lord by Blightforge. Got to love a good lightning claw. That lightning claw really does kind of glow.
Yeah, it's really
well
sweet. Another thing too, I wonder if this is freehand or if this is like a. Oh, it's got to be. It's got to be decal.
I've never seen a decal like that. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is well freaking done, man.
Really great custom work.
Yeah, it did.
What did he use for the base?
Oh, let's look at it again.
So for a snowy slush like that, there's a whole bunch of different products that some people use. AK's got a really great mushy snow base. The ice in between the cracks, a lot of times people will use after they do their rocky stuff. People put on a lot of times like after you do your matte varnish, they'll go back and do like a gloss varnish or water effect in some of these recesses here. And so you get some of that ice coming through after you put down your snow effects, which I think is always a really good move because it gives you some of that ice, snow, slush kind of like it's all one thing together. It's really well done. The ice does look badass. I absolutely agree. It's extremely well done. Didn't drill his barrels. This I am quoting a joke from Commodore. This is not my personal opinion. Didn't drill his barrels. This model's a piece of shit. Tell him to break the law.
God.
Damn.
Tough crowd.
This is whole thing is brilliant, top to bottom. Yes, we did notice the barrels. We're moving past it. But the rest of it is absolutely, positively brilliant and better than I can paint.
Absolutely.
By miles.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the tattoos on the face. By miles. Oh, and look at the glow on the runes on the gauntlet. It says Fenris on it. Very nice.
Wow.
Absolutely
Gorgeous.
brilliant.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely. Yep. Hornbutt says, yeah, I can do better. This is child's play. I'm above this.
And he goes into his room, starts crying profusely.
In the words of Neil deGrasse Tyson, whoa, look out. We've got a badass here. Fish says, oh man, I love my purple camo. I got a call and got delayed. It's all gravy, my man. He says, I appreciate the compliments. Man, well deserved. You did a phenomenal job. So this is, who did you say this one's by? I was reading comments.
Oh, hang on. Space Marine Satch.
Satch. This is his take on the bodyguards that come with Marnius Calgar. I don't remember what they're called. I am a bad space marine. But anyways, yeah, this amazing Gilliman's Guard. This is his it's not Marnie's Calguard's guard. This is Gilliman's Guard he's worked on. It's his first of two. Yes, his first of two. And what's cool is that this is his take on the Victrix Guard. I do remember the Victrix Guard that come with Calgar, but you can use them to protect any any character model. And so he's putting these two with Gilliman, which is just going to be extremely cool. And he's really made this model ornate. You can see all the extra little details and gubbins on it. He looks decked out like he's the guy who protects the Primarch. Oh, okay. So talking about on the Tiger Squig earlier, you pointed out where
hang on a second.
The brand looked very fleshy underneath.
Yes.
And Fish says, I wanted it to look cut out like a wound rather than burned out like a brand.
Yeah, I like that.
Really,
that was pretty sharp, man.
It definitely looked fleshy underneath. That was really well done. Warmut says, hey, Freak, it feels good to at least say it. Believe it? Nope. Man, one thing on really ornate models like this is sometimes I get the fear that too much gold is going to be overwhelming and start looking gaudy, but here it's really tastefully done.
Yeah.
I think that the fact that he's got a mix of bright gold and then some really turned down, dark golds in there, I think the mix really helps it stand out too. Like if you look at the individual feathers, how it's got some darker areas and they're individually highlighted and whatnot. Really nicely done. Evening, Annie. Hope you're doing well tonight. Love the work on the energy effect of the blade. And the extreme edge highlighting on some areas like the faceplate and whatnot really helped stand out.
Definitely.
We in fact do not have a Reddit.
We figured if, in order to have a Reddit, you need to be able to learn to read, and I haven't got that far yet. I haven't read it.
We saw what happens on Viva La Dirt League.
Yeah.
All right, guys, gonna go watch Dune before this old man falls asleep on the couch. Kind of a routine thing. Be well, man. Have a great night, brother, and thank you so much for stopping in tonight.
This is so cool. Oh my God.
You know what? This kind of makes me want to keep the Lost Squig purple.
I know, dude.
Look at this. This looks awesome. Of course, I could never do this level of detail on it.
Oh my gosh.
All the scratches and the wrinkles around the eye, man.
Oh, that is.
Superfly says throws paintbrushes.
Yeet!
This is par for the course. We get to brush burning stuff a little later.
Yeah. Holy.
I think sometimes some of our friends, try and submit things they know are intentionally going to make us start brush fires.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that.
Oh, hey, we gained another sub. Me Warmat says 3 subs away from 900.
Nice.
That purple squig is gorgeous. Oh man, look at the blue belly. That's really neat.
Wow. This cat's at a whole different level, man.
Yep. Love the weathering at the edges of the white armor. How it's like starting to collect dirt in some of the recesses.
Yeah.
That's really well done. The tarnished metal with some scratches on his shoulder pad. It's just really well done. I've seen a lot of people do the highlighting style of those little scratch marks and hatch marks. And I don't know how they do it. I feel like if I were to try that, it'd just come out looking like misstrokes.
Oh,
I'd
on
be
this on a Squake's face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, I'm going to do some of the hatch mark style highlighting.
Yeah.
Oh, did your hand slip while you were painting? No.
No, it's meant to do that.
Even the drool is well painted. What's up with that?
Man. That looks so good.
It's absolutely fantastic. Who is this again?
This is Emperor's Paintbrush.
Ah, Emperor's Paintbrush. You wound me, sir. You wound me. How am I going to paint this now? How am I supposed to paint this right now? Okay, we're supposed to take inspiration from this. This is awesome. It really is.
Bear with me here.
It's all great. So far, I mean, we've seen a lot of great stuff tonight, but man, there's some really awesome work tonight so far.
Dude.
Not that I anticipate anything is not going to be awesome. Just some really outstanding stuff tonight, though. Man, this is intimidating because this is what's on my painting bench right now.
Come on.
I didn't realize the jewel was part of the sculpt until I seen a bunch painted up. Yeah. I didn't even I was wondering what it was because I just primed mine. I was wondering what is this thing sticking out of his mouth supposed to be, and actually seeing a couple of them painted up tonight. I'm like, okay, it's going to be drool. I kind of want to make it like a toxic green drool.
I like that it's just regular. It just works for that, man.
Oh, yeah. Here it looks amazing. I was just thinking about what I wanted to do with mine. Because, of course, as we do, I'm going to take from this and I'm going to emulate, but, it's not going to be a direct copy of.
Right.
Because that's not how we do.
That's not how we do. That's not how we do it. Damn, that looks so good. So you're going to do it purple?
I think I might leave it purple, especially since he's the boss.
The boss. Like a boss. I'm sorry. All right. It's just gorgeous. I mean, even the eyes, dude. Even the freaking eyes. Look at this. Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He left the pupil. He got the shine of the eye.
The iris, everything.
Even all the scratches look three-dimensional.
Yeah.
And that is beyond my skill set, for sure.
Oh.
He really did give it kind of like a shark-like texture.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right. Let's move it along before I lose the will to paint this. Right. So here we have a fully textured cloak on a non-metallic Stormcast. Now we're really in Brush Birdie territory.
Oh my God, why do we do this to ourselves? Look at the wood texture.
The wood texture, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Incredible. Look at the scratches on the leather gauntlet.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, man. I swear sometimes our friends submit some of these things just to see if they can break us.
That is so wrong. Look at this.
That is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's like you can see a velvety or maybe even crushed panay texture in that cloak or tabard, rather. Like you can see the texture of the fabric.
I want to know how he made it look like wood and giggity. Man.
You swear sometimes. I swear all the time here. You right. You right.
Wow.
That is incredible. Like for real. Having spent a little time looking at fabrics and whatnot for like cosplays and stuff like that. Not my own cosplays. Somebody else I knew that was doing cosplays. I really feel like that is definitely a velvet or crushed panay texture there. And of course, the non-metallic work is just absolutely stunning. Hey, now we're heretics, not swearetics. You right. You right. Even the stern expression on the face. I mean, wet blending with that much non-metallic, it's got to be a ton of wet blending. Although then again, our friend Goldfish of Justice does a ton of non-metallic metal effect, and he says that it's for him just straight layering, no wet blending needed.
This is by Sir John the Hoe.
Our brother Heinrich hasn't touched a brush in 2 weeks. He's not got any left, just ashes. That is an awesome Rocket Raccoon. Again, look at the texture of the wood.
Right?
Really good. I love, of course, I love good glow effect, and that like plasma gun or whatever he's got just looks awesome. Really awesome work. Really good job painting that yellow too.
Mm-hmm.
Good highlights. Just stunning work. Kaiju says, I've got a photo of brushes stuck against my bathroom mirror. I'm training to break them like Rocky did. Just goes into the restroom, glares at them for a while. Okay, so growing up, one of my favorite comic arts / video games was Maximum Carnage. And first of all, I think Crisis Protocol has done a great job with the modeling of Carnage. But Sir John
The Hoe.
The Hoe, I just want to make sure I was.
No, I read it several times. I thought that can't be right, but no, that's right. Sir John the Hoe.
Sir John the Hoe has really done an incredible job at making this look like Carnage from the comic books and from the video game. It really looks good. Absolutely incredible.
And the ladies must love him. Look at it.
Because he a hoe.
Red one. God. Oh, man. Ooh. Better angle.
That is so cool. Like just the way the symbiote is done, it looks semi-liquid like the symbiote in the comic book and whatnot. That's just awesome. Absolutely awesome. This has like a lot of nostalgia for me. I spent many, many hours on the game Maximum Carnage growing up. It is so subtle, but you can see that there are many, many tones of red here. It looks like, oh yeah, they've just painted it red and black.
Oh.
But there's so many tons of red here. I loved Maximum Carnage. I'm so stoked for the new movie. I need to go back to see Venom. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't seen Venom yet, but I'm so stoked for the new movie, having seen that it's going to feature Carnage. Kaiju feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Don't, stupid sexy flanders. The Carnage does look amazing, Brother Rob.
S.L. Smith mini painting.
All right, Smith, let's see what you got for a poke chat.
Oh.
Holy crap. Those wings legit look leathery.
Yeah. They look like flesh.
Like really dried out flesh. Very, very, very low.
Beef jerky.
Look at them rich reds. Also, why does it look like he or she is doing the model pose with their toe flexed out? You know, like they're trying to show some leg for the camera. Like,
Hey man, don't throw shade.
is this gargoyle being sexy?
I guess so, man.
I'm strangely appreciation it right
Oh,
now.
well, I mean, looks like it. Oh, that is an attack.
Oh, it's an attack. Right. Yeah, because that would be weird. If
Yeah,
they're,
that would be
doing
slightly-
a model
yeah.
pose. You know, with the leg or
Hey, this is my
whatever.
good side. What the hell?
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure I've seen some Instagram models pose like this.
Right.
He or she is doing the Macarena. That's not the pose for the Macarena. When my mom was an aerobics instructor, she had to learn to do the Macarena VHS back in the day. If anyone knows what that is, she had to learn to do the Macarena VHS that she used to learn the Macarena, and she incorporated it into one of her dance routines in her aerobics class. All part of my plan to get Freak too depressed to paint. Mind games, baby. Are they attacking down the stairs? They're attacking from the high ground.
I have the high ground. High ground. You estimated my powers. High ground. Sorry.
It's like leaping from the top of the stairs to smite his enemy, but also toe flex, show some leg. I'm telling you, he's doing it on purpose. That cheeky bastard. I mean, check out that leg. He's waxed recently. This is
Oh
intentional.
my God.
Anyways, before this gets weird. Dude, this samurai of well, some of it's the Khan, but some of it looks like the version of the captain with the heavy bolter. So I guess, and it's got a katana. Whatever this captain is, or Khan
badass.
is, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a great kit bash.
Yeah. Love the banner.
The banner is especially
Freaking
great.
Jade. The Jade, the sword. Damn.
I love the Reaver mask to kind of replicate
Yeah.
one of the Oni masks.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that's been going around that is from Rick and Morty,
Yeah.
where Rick and Morty, Rick, the genius grandfather, he just makes a little robot for breakfast, and he's just building it there at the breakfast table, and it comes to life, and it's like, I'm alive. Master, what is my purpose?
I remember that.
And he's like, to hand me the
The
butter.
butter, yeah.
And he's like, oh God. Anyway, so what the meme does is it replaces the robot with the Reavers from the Space Marines Primaris, and it says, "What is my purpose, Master?" He goes, "To kit bash for other models and for your helmet."
Oh,
Oh God. But that's literally all I really see people do
Yep.
with the Reavers nowadays is
It's
steal the helmets.
Steal
from
the helmets, the
conversions.
faces, yep, and then some little gear, yep.
So this one, Commodore said specifically to me and said specifically, now this will really make Freak burn his brushes.
Dude, I'm looking at
So-
the damn tattoo that's been hand painted on this chick's face, and
Not
she
just
looks,
the face. Wait till you see all her other tattoos.
dude, looks real, and it's non-metallic paint.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's funny because the tattoos are so well done, and the scar.
the
Scars
scar,
on her face
man.
look really, really good.
Is this a painting?
It's a bust.
No.
Yes, it's a 3D bust, dude. The glove, the vest, that looks like legit black leather armor. Gee, the
flag,
Hyper
it's a freaking
Sapien
flag
says,
vest, man.
"Wow!"
Oh dear God, that is a look at this tat.
Yes, those tattoos. That looks like a legit tattoo you could see on somebody out on the street right now.
Sick. Oh wow, man.
Look at the bandages. And what's crazy is they've done a great job that the tattoo doesn't just look like black ink. It looks like actually embedded in the skin in a lot of places. Because if you think a tattoo doesn't come out on your skin the way it would look if you just took acrylic paint and painted it onto your skin. Once the tattoo ink bonds with your skin, it looks different, right? It doesn't just sit on top of your skin, right?
Right.
Oh, and of course, look, there's no hand, so of
It's
course
a work
this
in
is still
progress. Yeah.
Anytime I see something like this, still a work in progress, I'm just like, oh my god.
Look at the hair, man.
Superfly says that's a bust. Grabs lighter fluid and brushes. Shame. It's a shame. Welcome to Art of the Week, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like I said, I'm well. Actually, this one, our friend actually admitted to us. Sometimes they send us stuff just to break us, just to break us. Whew.
That's just,
Oh, Tempest Miniatures, you amazing bastard, you.
oh man.
So amazing. Like this legit looks like it could be like a CGI scene from
Yes.
an upcoming video game. Like it's giving me like mad Detroit Can Become Human vibes right now. Oh, okay. The artist is Robot Rocket Miniatures.
Okay,
Dude
I
has
see it.
great work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for correcting me, Commodore. I still think out of all that, the tattoos and the scars are still my favorite thing. Like it's all amazing, but this was sent to me, I believe, by Brother Meeks.
Wow.
Logan Grimnar. Combat Zoner from Night City. Dude, that's awesome. The power effect on that axe is so clean.
Mm-hmm. This is by Aster Art. Wow.
And you can actually tell this person, there's no dry brushing here. This person individually highlighted up all the hair and fur. I'm going to admit to you, man, I don't have the patience.
No.
When it
me
comes to
neither.
hair and fur, airbrush, clean it up with some dry brush, boom. This individually highlighting all the fur and hair is just
That's very
oh my God.
tedious. Yeah.
that's like power levels of patience there.
I said, who would do that?
amazing artists like this and like Brother Rob. Brother Rob says it's so worth it, though. I mean, you're right. It really does. It stands out so well. I love the separation also on the paws and the ears there from the rest of the fur color. Stands out nicely.
I'm not sure if I like it. I mean, they did a great job with it, but the extra flesh around the toes and all that just makes them look like, for me, I'm just saying, it makes it look like rats instead of wolves.
I can see your point there.
Yeah, I mean, it's great work. I'm no shade at all on the work. It's just that's just my first impression. And even the damn sled. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
And it
Bronze
didn't,
relief on the prow is damn accurate. Yeah, it really is.
didn't drill out the bolt, the barrels, and you left some sprue there.
Oh man.
Sorry. That's just moving right along.
Oh, look at the little computer panel there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the inside of the pit. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's way for me too much pink on a wolf. That just gives me rat terrors.
That's why Rob has such a big backlog. He is painting individual hairs.
Oh, jeez.
He does. It looks amazing though. His space wolves are some of the best space wolves on the entire internet for sure.
Yeah, he's got some serious wolfage. Dang. Holy crap.
Oh my God, Kaiju. You guys are being so cruel.
What?
Oh man. Okay. You remember earlier Commodore made the joke. Didn't drill out your barrels?
Yes.
No time for this trash.
Yeah.
Throw it in the bin. Kaiju goes, a bit of unrealistic snowfall in the grass in the bin. You guys are ridiculous.
Mithas would say, "You're going on a hook, mate."
Going on a hook, mate. Now, obviously, these are jokes. If the artist is watching, you've done a phenomenal job, and we mean nothing by it.
We're just sappy critics that don't know crap. Just saying.
What? We're not even critics at this point. I think we're just enthusiasts.
Yeah, just enthusiasts. And say things. That's all we do. Say things.
So this is one of the Sister Superiors from the artwork. I think this was the made-to-order one.
Wow.
Really awesome work. Love the mascara.
Right?
But also the bit of fire, which I think is custom work. It looks like it's been green stuff.
I have a problem.
What's that?
It's the mascara. So we got mascara running. You would think in the 41st century they would have gotten mascara that would not run. You know? Really? Come on.
I mean,
41,000 years. Come on, really? 41,000 years. And we still could not get mascara right. Yeah. I mean, we're still doing the Tammy Faye Baker look. It's like, come on. I love it. Don't get me wrong. This is fantastic.
Kaiju says, I don't even have minis. I just use potatoes and use sliced potatoes to base. Spud Marines for the win.
Yes.
Hobby time from HP. Black is so difficult to get. Good Lord, the model comes with fire for the brushes. Best art piece yet. Damn, so
exactly.
much artwork has to be so much artwork. It has also has to be a work in progress.
Good Lord.
Black is so difficult to get right, says Brother Rob. That's amazing.
He's
it
right.
really is.
He's right.
It looks great. Commodore, we follow the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side. That OSL is just enough. Yeah, the glow coming from the fire up the leg was amazing.
Kabuski. Wow. Is this a Is this a Spaceball chick?
Yeah, so they've taken the Sister of Battle and made it Fenrika themed. So this is a Sister of Battle recruited from Fenris.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I love the work.
Okay, so I always love power weapon effects. The frost axe looks amazing.
That looks banging. Yeah. No, you're right.
But my favorite thing is the face and the hair.
Yep.
Like, this person has done a great job making it pretty, and which is something I've only painted a couple Space Marine Sisters of Battle faces so far.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to achieve this soft, feminine face look so far. And I think this looks amazing. And the ginger hair is just right.
Yeah.
It looks like something straight out of, a TV show.
Bjorn's Berserkers. Wow.
Awesome work on the furred hair.
Just, you know what?
That little bit of
freaking
OSL.
quit, man.
Are the braids custom? I haven't seen a head that looks like that, so I believe it to be custom.
Wow.
Love the OSL on the wrist device, and then also a little bit of the reflection in the lens of the rifle as well.
Let's take it closer.
That face looks amazing.
Wow, that's intense.
And Bjorn's Berserkers tags at the bottom Valbjorn as the original artist. Amazing. Look at the scratches on the leather and on the case of the rifle. Like very, very gently, like it's not over weathered, but it's definitely weathered, like, it's been through a few scrapes, Awesome, phenomenal work. And this, I believe, is like, for my taste, the perfect amount of weathering. Even though, like I said, I haven't experimented too much with weathering Marines, I feel like this is, for me, the perfect amount that just adds those little bits and scratches that say, I've been through a scrape, but the armor still looks good, Don't get me wrong, I'm still painting my pristine.
Showroom ready, baby. Oh.
And here's where you can see all the custom green stuff work.
The plot thickens.
I love those bits of like the fur around the shoulders, and I wish I could get my custom fur around the shoulders to look this good. Although right here, it looks different to me all painted up. Obviously, color's gonna add some to the your perception, right? Are those runes on his fingers? I thought they were scratches. They might be runes. But without the color, when it's just gray and green stuff, what it really reminds me of is, oh man, I can't remember his name, but he's like the main barbarian redhead guy that from the Game of Thrones series. That's what he reminds me of.
This looks printed. This looks resin printed.
Okay.
This is just my take. It just looks like the resin print, or printer resin.
Interesting. Yeah, looking at the knuckles, like on the shoulder pad, I just assumed it's where they scraped away, some of the, and some of it may be that, but like on the hand where the apothecary gauntlet is, that does look 3D printed. Interesting. It looks great.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man.
Tormund, thank you, Kami. Yeah. The green stuff version reminds me of Tormund. Wolves look so much better dark gray. Yeah, I agree. Actually, one of the reasons why I have black and silver wolves is just because I didn't really like the eggshell blue when I first started painting Space Wolf. It's grown on me. I've seen a lot of people do it extremely well. TMP there being a fine example. So it's grown on me. I've seen a lot of people do it well.
Did we show this last time?
Yes. So now we're getting into last week's territory.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Well, that was an incredible Art of the Week section, guys.
Yeah.
And like I said, while I really love the inspiring stuff you guys find on the web, I love community submissions as well.
Hell yeah.
So thank you for everyone who participated or sent in some art this week.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, my pleasure, Brother Rob. You have definitely been one of the ones to change my mind. Like I said, the eggshell blue was never really my jam, but in the end, you've got one of the best looking Space Wolf armies on the internet. If you haven't seen Brother Rob Space Wolves and you are a fan of Space Wolves, I definitely recommend you go look up some of the Space Wolf videos on his channel and see how badass his stuff looks.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
Freak, you got any closing thoughts for the night, my brother?
Honestly, I just really enjoyed the night. You know, it had a great group, great group chat. So, I sort of half tempted to jump on with you guys just for a few minutes, so I can hang out with y'all and paint my Eradicator. So I may do that tonight.
Do it! Oh, guys, we got a freak tonight.
Oh yeah.
Zane, my man.
What?
Zane in the membrane, baby.
Is that really him? That's not him. Somebody hacked his account. Somebody freaking hacked his account. Prove it. Prove you are Zane. There's only one way.
Oh God.
Only one way you can prove. What are some of the? Yeah. See, I don't think this is Zane, dude. I really don't think it's Zane. Seriously, what if Zane knows? What are some of the events that the Frost and Fist have? Right? What are they? Okay. Yep. That's Zane. That's Zane. Welcome back, Zane. It's too bad we're just knocking off, man. Oh, we've been missing you around here. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying that. Yeah.
Man, Fish, thanks for coming over, man. We really appreciate having you on the stream tonight. I've really enjoyed talking to you on Big Mac Dance Skull streams, and it's awesome to see you here tonight.
Definitely.
Naked jelly wrestling. There we go. How are the orphans doing? That's
definitely. That's definitely. They're still fighting. Just saying.
All right, everyone. Like I said, I'm gonna take. We're gonna take a minute for some quick bio breaks, and then I'm gonna start throwing out links to a hobby hangout after the stream here. If you guys enjoyed tonight's episode and any of these ridiculous topics we talked about, make sure that you. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it is. You did hop in right at the end. Make sure that you grab up an ox and smash that like button in the name of the Emperor. If you guys are watching in the archives, make sure you drop some comments down in the section below, and feel free to be part of any of these ridiculous conversations. That flashing ox in my eyes almost gave me a seizure there. If you guys are not yet subscribed to us or any of our chilling network brothers down in the description below, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frost Empress. Until next time, guys, stay frosty.
Frosty. Wait. More.